Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Grey High, a fantastic day for rugby. We've seen two awesome matches before this one. My name is Manny Sakhale, and with me in commentary, I've got Bian van Heerden. How are you, Bian?
Manny, can't complain. Beautiful day for rugby in the Bay. Not a single wind. Great little turnaround from Saturday weather-wise, and I think we're up for a good match here between Stithian and Brandwag.
Yeah, you talk about the weather on Saturday. Huge winds on Saturday, making it really tough to move the ball around, making it really tough to kick, as we see St. Stithian's taking a nice deep kick-off here all the way into Brandwag's 22. How do you think the two teams are going to adjust from Saturday today, Bian?
I think Saturday really test their B game plan, and I think today the two teams want to get into the structure as quick as possible. Brandwag is a free-flowing team, likes to give the ball some air. Like we can see their big pass to the wing, one-on-one on the outside. That's basically Brandwag's thing, what they're going to do here. They have a lot of pace, a lot of good quality players. So really it's going to be an exciting match.
Definitely, as we see a very good start there. Brandwag not looking to kick themselves out of trouble there, confident with ball in hand, running it out to the right wing, and that's the kind of rugby we want to see today, as we see the line out here just inside the Brandwag half. Penalty St. Stithians.
Oh, great line. Superb try there from...
Well, an absolutely fantastic start to the day. We spoke about Brandwag playing the exciting brand of rugby. St. Stithians bringing it with their outside centre to score the first 5 points of the day.
Yeah, I mean, like the old saying, you have to be direct before you can take it wide, and that's a classic example of St. Stithians just taking up their big 13, running straight, and the shortest distance between A and B is straight, and that's what he did there.
Well, as we see the replay here, this is straight off the top of the line out. They get quick ball, penalty advantage out to their number 10, Dion Fourie, who spreads the ball into their big outside centre, Chetizwe, and he off the left foot. You can see the try line, you can see the smile on his face. He's always in there. Fantastic start to the day from St. Stithians.
Yeah, Flav Dion Fourie converted that easy conversion, 7-0 to St. Stithians.
Wow, very good start. Momentum here with St. Stithians. Brandwag will have to bounce back as soon as possible. As we see with that conversion, kicking not as difficult as it was on Saturday, is it?
No, not at all. Saturday was a real equalizer. You could have had a team that's predominantly dominating in the history of the two schools, but Saturday's weather it really was a leveler. Today it's going to be exciting.
As we see the try scorer there, Chetizwe, fantastic. He's a really big boy on the outside centre, and you don't want to be tackling him as St. Stithians take it inside their 22, carried out.
Well worked. Probably going to look and just set it up here, exit good chase lines, and just get away from their own try line. Big boot downfield, Brandwag. We have the right wing there, Freddie Effenaar. And there, they start playing. Great support running. Stithians all over the ball. Brandwag has to work hard to get that ball back there.
Well, lovely take and lovely step there by Dono Swart from Brandwag as they look to get it out here. Still not looking to kick, looking to keep the ball in hand here. Do you think maybe that's a little bit of what happened on Saturday? They're just thinking, keep ball in hand, let's not kick it away too much.
Yeah, also they would have done the homework. Stithians has a very dangerous back three, so they're trying not to give them too much ball, too much air, so they can run with. Brandwag's coach is also the EP Cravenby coach. He knows what he's doing, so it'll be interesting to see how they're going to go about their business here.
Fantastic, as we see distribution there from the Brandwag number 10, Tyrone McCree.
Slowly building up, not really getting over the advantage line yet. Nice small knock on. There's a great opportunity for a counter attack. Double knock on, unfortunately there. Scrums to Stithians.
Yeah, we see a little double knock there. Both teams, unlike the first game that I called earlier this morning, the St. David's game, both teams looking to go straight off the box, nice and hard here. Not even looking to suss each other out. They obviously back themselves with ball in hand.
Which is ultimately what you want to see at schoolboy level. Boys must try to express their talent as much as possible, but also make calculated risks and make sure that they play in the right areas of the field and try and outsmart their opposition over here.
Now, Björn, you would have watched a little bit more than I did on Saturday. How was the quality of rugby for you on Saturday? This is one of the biggest schoolboy tournaments in the country. Some of the best teams from the EP, best teams up from Joburg and around the country, as we see St. Stithians on the left-hand side. How was the quality of rugby, and what can we expect today?
Well, obviously with the weather on Saturday, I was really impressed with the physicality of the under-18 rugby in South Africa. The boys knew they had to take each other on. There was no if or but. They had to go straight, and some guys really stepped up to the plate. And it was tremendous. The crowd, the schoolboys loved you, and they're some big collisions, so that's always good for them. But I think the quality and the masterminds behind the way they defend the attack was so far brilliantly.
Oh, fantastic. As you can see on the bottom of your screens there, you can join us on all 4 platforms. Join us on Twitter. Our hashtag is SSL Rugby. You can join us on Instagram at School Sports Live, Facebook.com/School Sports Live, and on YouTube.com/School Sports Live. Fantastic platform as we see a massive hit here by the number 11, Mabetua.
Yeah, he's been really impressed. He actually turned that ball over, and let's see how else this is going to be here. The key is over here, there's a lot of space down here. The ball just has to go through the hand, give it some air. Brandwag will be struggling to adapt to the defensively wise here. Good hands, unfortunately, knockdown might be a penalty advantage to Stithians.
Well, Stithians looking like the team on top here as we see Bloom from Stithians distributes out all the way to Dion Fourie, who gets it out to their number 14, who is Nathaniel.
Yeah, that's a great set of plays. That's exactly where they want to be now. Now they'll start playing this great little +1 from the forwards there, identifying the space next to the defenders. And unfortunately, Brandwag looks like they've turned it over.
Well, it's a good turnover from Brandwag there as we see what looks like a high shot. Referee doesn't adjudicate it, so they'll be looking to counter nice and hard here.
Yeah, Manny, the one opportunity they really had to spread the ball wide there was over there, and they just kicked it back to this dangerous number 14, Notnagel. Quite strong physically in the tackle. So Stithian's making sure nobody gets near that ball and then start playing over here. Dion Fourie really just relying on his forwards over there. Small knock-on again. Manny is, I think, that's the 5th knock-on we've seen here. A great opportunity here for Brandwag. Join pass, simple. Is there the gas man? He's going all the way. He needs to support runners on the inside. Smart little grabber. Who's going to pick this up? Oh, backwards. Right, that was a good set of attack. Great defense, cover defense from the 13 from the Stithians, just forcing them to kick that ball away, and luckily the support players were there.
Yeah, I think that's what we want to see. As you said there, you know, the number 10 from Brandwag, Tyron McCree, just kicking the ball away initially, but on that second counter, they look to get it wide to their speedster number 14, Effenaar. He's got serious wheels on the wing there, and that's exactly what we want to see. We don't want to see Brandwag kicking the ball away as they line up to what seems to be one straight line behind the scrum here.
Yes, and the attack is not giving anything away. All 3 hands on the knees, so the defense doesn't know what side they're going to go. It looks like they're going to go attack to the right here. Short little pass. Effenaar, where is he? Smart feet, good feet. Oh. That's all you do. Twinkle toes. You can be the best tackler in the world, but if you can't catch him, unfortunately, you can't tackle him.
Well, Bjorn, can we talk a little bit as we'll have a look here? Octavian Muller going underneath there. Can we talk about that set play? You spoke about the coach being the EP under 18 Craven Week coach, but I mean, this is fantastic. You know, they had both me and you fooled. I can bet they had the spectators fooled here. The back line looking to go left. Octavian Muller. Obviously, they've practiced this at the training ground. You know, going right, and just fantastic dummy from the set play there.
Yeah, man. Like I said, the real key was the 8th man, the vet Alberts, giving the ball early to 9, not trying to do too much, not killing his space. Obviously, if you have a guy with quick feet, you want to give them the ball early and just play off them, and that is exactly what Alberts did there, and Octavian finished off a classic 8-9 try.
Well, we see the kick here. It's number 15, Dano Swart. Not the easiest angle in the world, but, you know, the wind a lot better than Saturday, so he'll be looking to kick this straight down the middle of the poles here.
This will help go a long way in the climate of the match. Out of the corner, the confidence will be oozing after this if you can slot it. Swart approaches the ball. He's looking at it. Happy, and he slots it. Great conversion there by Swart. That is exactly what you want there, just to make sure your team get back on the front foot. And now, Stithians have to kick off. And Manny, how do you think here? Do you think Brandwag is going to continue attacking from the defensive half, or maybe going to use their boot a bit?
Well, as we see a nice deep kick-off here, that seems to be the order of the day for St. Stithian. You know, Brandwag with ball in hand, they look so deadly. They got some serious gas on the wing. You know, I don't want to see them kicking the ball away. I would like to see them backing themselves with ball in hand. So I think that's the way they'll go. But as they suss out St. Stithians, as they have a little look here, I think they'll try to play most of the game in St. Stithians' half for the beginning.
Totally agree there. Second line out for the match. Not not very stop and go so far. We have the 2 scrums, but the ref has allowed advantage to go on. Great steal there from Brandwag. Let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to take it up. Big collision there from Brandwag, securing the ruck. And then Brandwag will start playing.
Miller out to McCree with dancing feet, gets past the advantage line nicely. What can the Brandwag forwards do as Miller gets to the breakdown very quickly? Distribution out by Miller all the way to number 13, Niemand, who changes it, gets it to number 15, the conversion scorer, Donna Swart.
Big collision there from the Stithian. So you can see the ball has almost been turned over there. Counter ruck was on. A little bit from the side. Yes, I saw that. The ref's giving an advantage. Brandwag from the side. Luckily they'll get away with that, and it looks immediately like they want to play. We have the number 9, Octavian Miller, just upping the pace, unfortunately knocking that ball on, and now Stithian's on attack. Sometimes, Matty, I don't really understand. I understand you can speed up the play, but losing the ball there, if you think you have a swat, the big boot, you could have put it in here there, 22, you can start building from that.
Well, we saw a little bit of it today, as we see the number 9 there, Pierre Blum distributing out to the left-hand side. We saw a little bit of it today. Just size maybe overstepping the barrier a little bit, just going a little bit too quickly, not quite thinking, trying to get the second penalty advantage and just losing the ball.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. These boys sometimes underestimate their own talent, and when they get through the line, they're so surprised that they just trying to offload that one pass too many. And yeah, great box kick, unfortunately not a good chase, and the big number 11 there from Stithians.
Yeah, we see Mabetua carrying it up there. Nice little kick from Muller, getting the St. Stithians number 11 under pressure, but the chase just not good enough. He had plenty of time to catch that one, and St. Stithians turning over ball. A few too many turnovers right at the beginning here, Björn.
Yeah, I don't think the boys, their urgency is up there yet. Brandwag and Stithians very competitive on the ground. They're flooding the rucks. They're trying to create chaos, especially for the ref. So it's very important to make sure you first there start running towards the guy's shoulder, the ball carrier, and very important. Selborne and the Cairns match on Saturday, they something we call latch cleaning, where they never allow anyone to come in between the ball carrier and the cleaner. So I would like to see a bit more of that here today. Right, Brandwag with a line out. Presume that they're going to take it off the top and play wide. No, they're going, trying to see if they can out-muscle Stithians, but great defensive effort from Stithians. Good sack. Brandwag managed to recycle the ball. Now they have to start building up the phases. Good carry there from Gideon Serfontein, going straight. Octavian Miller to McCree. What's happening over here? Dancing feet, just trying to get himself out of trouble. Swat with the ball. Good pass to the wing. Unfortunately, again, very simple and knock on, nothing really, no danger, and Stithians on the counter attack.
Yeah, we see North Nachel there just taking advantage there, the number 7 with a big handoff, gains 5 meters, but ball gets ripped out of his hands. No advantage being adjudicated by the referee here, St. Stithians ball.
It's going to be interesting what they're going to do here. Any are they going to go for the touch, for the kick? If you were the captain in this position, what would you be doing?
Yeah, I definitely think the St. Stithians forwards have been really good. I'd like to see the number 10 having a little pop for that 5 meter line, trying to dominate the line out, dominate the maul, and try get over for the 5 points in the corner.
And that's exactly what's happening here. So expect a driving maul from Stithians. The number 7, Tyron Golding, good player, runs very strong, direct, and he'll probably be the one ripping the ball there at the back and hopefully getting his team over the cross line.
Yeah, so we'll see Christopher Enslin here. He'll look for some nice direct ball over here. Cheeky little line out. Doesn't go well, but the number 8, Grant, collecting nicely. St. Stithians will look to punish Brandwag.
Another penalty to Stithians. Brandwag from the side. See, Manny, there was a classic example. They just had opportunity. They might score here. They could have just kicked it out there and reset the phases of the line out. But they're building the phases here. Patience is the key. Golding again, big carry. Try time.
Well, Björn, you spoke about this man, Golding. You've obviously seen the number 7, Tyron Golding, before. He really is a strong runner with the ball, a strong carrier of the ball, and he could be a massive threat here for St. Stithians College.
Definitely, man. Obviously, if you look at his bulk, he's a big boy, but the way that he thinks, the way that he approaches contact, he's always attacking the weaker shoulders. He's playing away from the catch-up defenders so they can't steal his ball. He's a very smart player, and we can just saw it there. He went for the space, not the face, and just went through those two guys.
Well, as we see the replay over here, a little slow-mo replay, just getting the ball out to that man, number 7, Tyrone Golding, taking on 3 defenders from Brandwag, managing to get the ball over the whitewash. Fantastic score. Patience is the name of the game, as you said earlier, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see Golding's opposite number, Ferreira, not happy being bullied over the cross line over there. He'll be coming back, and hopefully could make it a tight and interesting match. Conversion is solid by Dion Fourie, 14-7 to St. Stithians.
Well, the last time St. Stithians scored a try, Brandwag were up to the task. They came back nice and hard. They played a little bit of running rugby, some expansive stuff, getting the ball out wide. What approach do you think Brandwag are going to take in catching the St. Stithians outfit here?
Well, what I liked about the way St. Stithians kicked off, they kick it nice and deep, and they corner Brandwag in the 22, which ultimately means that they will kick the ball back, and if they find touch, it is St. Stithians' ball again. Brandwag will probably hopefully do the same approach here as they go a little bit deep, and again a knock on. Great collecting there from the right team, FNR. See what we can do there. Brandwag securing the ball, St. Stithians applying a lot of pressure at ruck time, and we have Octavian Miller. Great, good big collision there. Zuko Salib in the contact. Back to McCree. Let's see if they can be creative. Good defense from Stithians. Keeping. The ref says let go. He's touching the ground. As Brandwag start building up the phases, we can see they're going to change direction here. So Stithians applying a lot of pressure at ruck time over here.
Miller to McCree. McCree gets it out to his big heavies who run over the St. Stithians defense. This is what I like to see. They favor that right side quite clearly, and they'll be looking to distribute to their blind side at the moment. McCree looking for available ball. I don't think the ball's available for him as St. Stithians turn it over nicely at ruck time.
Yes, the Stithians really pressurizing the ruck set from Brandwag, and Brandwag just not committing enough players for the counter-rucking from St. Stithians.
Well, we see a little tuck into the pocket there by Dion Fourie. Doesn't manage to find touch. Doesn't really look for touch. Just looking to play a little bit of rugger in the Brandwag half.
Great defensive line. Kick chase line from Stithians. Brandwag won that ruck. Unfortunately, the 9 Miller is in. So the forwards would have to bash it up on their own here. Sali again. Good carry from the Brandwag hooker. And a smart little offload. Just trying to create some continuity to Dean Trita.
Well, this looks like their man is Zaki Sali. They choose to go to the left-hand side, which seems at the moment to be their kicking side, and McCree just kicking the ball directly out. They look so good with ball in hand. They go to the kicking game, and it's not quite working out for them, is it, Björn?
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same. Again, I know they favour the right-hand side, but there was so much space. They have Ifeanor, the gasman on the outside. They must just try and give the ball a bit more stand, a bit deeper, and just ask St. Stithians to chase them on defence. At the moment, they're making it a bit too easy and just handing the ball over to them.
Well, tactically at the moment, as we see put in here from the number 2, Christopher Enslin. Referee just trying to control the line out at the moment. We see what Brandwag are trying to do tactically. St. Stithians will make the adjustment. They're very happy to run to their right-hand side. Effner, the speedster on the right-hand side, as we see distribution out from St. Stithians. St. Stithians, they've got a massive overlap on the left-hand side. What a score this is going to be. Nice little rugby from St. Stithians, and they are happy to run it with ball in hand, and that's exactly what we saw there as the number 13, Chichizwe, goes in for his second one of the day.
I mean, the brilliant thing was they went for the space, and ultimately when they got the 2-on-1, they no fancy, not trying to offload after contact. You draw the guy before contact, and doesn't matter, the ball will always be quicker than the player. And just look here, number 12 running into the space, straightening up, committing the fullback, and simple rugby.
Yeah, it's that man, number 12, Mabadana, fantastic running line there, managing just to break through a defensive line of Brandwag, offloads it to Mabetua, and fantastic score as he takes his second one of the day.
So Stithians lineouts are really looking good. It is probably your most important set piece, where you have 10 meters, your backline has 10 meters on their backline already, and Stithians just exposed them horribly there in the centres. Second time this match that the centres are struggling to keep up from Brandwag with Stithian centres.
Well, we spoke about the kicking game not quite working. Tyrone McCree choosing to kick that ball out. Unfortunately, kicking it directly out. ball gets brought back 20 meters. St. Stithian score 5 points, rather, no conversion directly off that Brandwag mistake. Had Brandwag have kept the ball in hand, might have been a different story here at 14-7.
Definitely, man. It's so frustrating as a coach where they have the coach probably worked with them and say, listen, here, Stithians are good in this areas. They have done their homework, but unfortunately, there's now and then lack of focus, exactly from the kickoff as well, and then they will put themselves under pressure.
Yeah, not unbelievable collection here at the moment by St. Stithians. You know, as their number 10, Dion Fourie, he'll look to kick for touch. He doesn't get it wrong. Hasn't been great on collection here, has it, from St. Stithians, to be brutally honest. And Brandwag could take that as an opportunity to put St. Stithians under a bit of pressure straight from kickoff.
Definitely, man. Especially the previous kickoff as well, where FNR came through and he actually collected the ball that wasn't caught by the St. Stithians boys. And now again, there's this opportunity here for Brandwag, attacking line out just outside the 22 of Saints. And what can they do? Go direct again. In my opinion, the ball should have been given to the 9. They have big forwards here in the 12s, so they're probably going to try and bash it up and be direct.
Miller to McCree to Sali, who bashes it up. He's a big boy, loves carrying, doesn't he, Björn?
No, he's really been impressive for me this half. Again, change the direction to the right-hand side. And unfortunately, number 18, Dean Trita, didn't see the numbers on the outside. They still have a massive overlap. And let's see if they can just draw and pass here. Good hands. Again, FNR on the outside. The speed's there. Creating opportunity. Great defense from the Stithians. Still not out. There goes the flag. Again, FNR is very dangerous. He doesn't need a lot of space to get around the defenders there. And for me, like you said, they have to get the ball to the danger man.
Well, they're trying their best to get it to the danger man, but they're only trying to get it to their danger man. It's almost as if they're avoiding their left wing. Every time they move the ball to the left, they look to have a kick here. They've got to be a little bit more two-dimensional as Dion Fourie weaves his way out of a tackle. Lovely little put out. I think he's managed to get in between the 10 and 22, but we haven't seen much attack down the left-hand side. What's that saying for their captain, Fergus Matola?
Definitely. I mean, he's your left wing, he's your captain. I think they probably did the homework. That Stithians, in my opinion, they are overfolding a lot from lineouts, and that's probably why they're trying to go blind the whole time. But yeah, they have to be clever. They can't just do it the whole time. Otherwise, the Stithians will start picking up on that, and they will close that opportunity out for Brandwag. Great collect there from Stithians. Good carry. Brandwag trying to compete at the ruck. Big collisions, and now the train's just starting to get some momentum. Great carry there from number 2, Christopher Ensland. Unfortunately, in contact while they were trying to clean a little knock-on. And we have a little injury over there. The ref calling on the medics. Just struggling to see there.
Well, we'll have a little look at the replay here. We see number 2, Ensland, you know, just not quite getting the ball. Not too sure what the injury is. We'll have a little look here on the slow-mo camera. Probably just something on the ground. Nothing too serious, I don't think.
Was the number 9, Jean-Pierre Bloom. Yeah, I must say I've been really impressed with the Grey Boys medical department here. The first aiders, whenever there's an injury, they're on here quite quickly, trying to help the guys with any injuries. And yeah, hats off to those unsung heroes on all the fields, who's there for the safety of all the players.
Yeah, I heard an unbelievable stat. You know, as we see the ball being kicked straight to the speedster there, FNR. They're going to look to attack down the left-hand side, and a crunching hit put on the number 15, Dono Swart.
And it's a turnover. Yeah, Manny, that is the old hospital pass. They really just sold him out there.
Well, here we'll have a little look here. It's for the highlights reel. FNR saying, mate, take this one. You got a man on you. Crunch time. Fantastic hit here from St. Stithians.
Great timing on that tackle, ball and all. He had to make it though because there was numbers on the outside, but he calculated and he went for it.
Yeah, Chitizwe over there, the brace scorer. He's scored 2 tries. He's putting in the hits, showing exactly what an outside centre should be doing. Solid on defence, finding space on attack, you know, and he's just having a fantastic game at the moment.
Very quite interesting seeing that they swapped the 13-11 around, expecting a kick, and hopefully that the try scorer, Chitizwe, will get the ball in hand again and create something.
Yeah, well, very good spot here. We see that man, Matebe, just moving into the midfield over there, maybe trying to work on defense. As you say, just setting up the double try scorer for counter-attacking Rugby here. Think they're going to go straight away. No, they decide just to hold it a little bit. But definitely exactly what you were saying there, Bjorn, you know, just getting their brace scorer, Chitizwe, in there, just looking for the counter-attack. He's been prolific on attack, and they probably just want to utilize him a little bit more when Brandwag do decide to kick, which they have done plenty of times today.
Great lineup from the top there for Rio. Good little +1. And again, Golding getting the offload from his 8th man. And good ruck speed, phenomenal. The numbers on the outside, they go with the dab. May this just be taken over. Oh no! Oh! Backward 5 meter scrum taken back. Almost out of nothing, since Stithian's got opportunity there.
Well, you know, St. Stithians haven't looked to kick too often, but the one time that Dion Fourie does look to have a little attacking kick comes off very nicely. You know, the captain, Fergus Mutola, couldn't quite collect it inside the try line. He had to collect it before, carries it over. A little bit of a bobble, nearly giving the St. Stithians boys Nachel an opportunity for the easiest try he would have ever scored in his life.
Great opportunity here for St. Stithians, 5 meters attacking scrum. Look for the number 14 of St. Stithians, Joshua Notnagel, to maybe come into the equation over here. Nice and direct from Saints, putting up the phases, and you can expect the forwards to work hard here. Good tackling around the fringes. 9 as a dart, looks like it's on the line. Great try from JP Bloom. Keeping it simple, keeping it straight, and a good team effort.
Well, lovely. You know, that all came from the pressure applied by number 10, Dion Fourie, from the halfway line. As we see Ryan Howell, as it turns out, in the number 9. Our apologies there. But we see great pressure being applied there from Dion Fourie, managing to get it from his halfway line, applying pressure, you know, applying pressure as we see the replay over here to Brandwag, and a nice little carryover, lots of pressure from the St. Stithians forwards to get as close as possible to that try line, and they managed to get over the whitewash.
Good rugby. I think that chase from that little grubber from Dion Fourie was vital in the build-up to this try. A kick is only as good as the chase, and Notnagel really applied pressure there on the opposing number and also Brandwag captain. Fourie lining up his kick. He's been on song today. Only missed 1. Now Skoom unfortunately pulls it to the left. Not the best of connections, but St. Stithians 24, Brandwag 7, and you can just sense that St. Stithians slowly just taking control of the match. They don't need to speed it up anymore. They're playing in the right areas of the field, and they're doing very well here, Manny.
Yeah, Dion Fourie just curling that one past the left hand upright, as we see the restart here from Dono Swat. Kicks it nice and high. It's also quite interesting to see the two different tactics that St. Stithians and Brandwag have employed from the restart.
Yes. Unfortunately, Golding with a great carry again, and it's just a little side entry from St. Stithians. With 24-7 down, you just can't go for the poles here. You'll have to go for the corner. You'll have to back your line out mauls and see if they can slowly just claw their way back into this match.
Yeah, I think unfortunately here, and you would hope this does not mistouch, and unfortunately it has. They've given it to the brace scorer. He loves a bit of a run. A little bit of a cynical knockdown there. It will be interesting to see what the referee says, as we see number 14, Joshua Notnagel, gaining 20-30 meters of ground here.
Again, the ball, there's a number on the outside. Great little loop from Golding to the hooker. And there we go. There's some speedsters, little goose step. Great defense from Brandwag, support running. Unfortunately, there's a slap down there from Brandwag. Penalty advantage, and they will get the penalty.
Well, you know, that just epitomizes modern-day rugby. We see Tyron Golding linking up with Christopher Enslin, the number 7 and number 2, on a little wraparound there. Fantastic to see from the forward pack there.
Mabatua really getting involved here for Jeppies, their left wing. He's carrying on. Unfortunately, what a great build-up, and the ball just goes to ground. Turnover ball, Brandwag kicks it away. Will the ref play advantage? Advantage over, so Stithians on the counter-attack. Great feet work there. Winning the ruck on the outside, and slowly Stithians will now just start building up the momentum again. Second knock in a row there for Zozua. Unfortunately, he's just struggling to keep that ball not any real excuses. The weather is brilliant. There's no dew on the field. Maybe just looking up to the defender before contact.
No, definitely. There have been plenty of mistakes in this game already. You know, some of the most vital mistakes have come from the Brandwag boot. You know, they should really. I mean, we've had two in the space of a minute. We've had two mistakes there off the boot from Brandwag. They should really look to go towards their strength, and that's moving the ball out to the right, out to their right winger Effenaar, and really try keeping ball in hand. Let's see what they do here.
Short arm against the Stithians, early shove, and then Brandwag's on the attack, trying to keep the ball alive. Nice and good direct running. Unfortunately, they can't stick. The 13 is doing very well there. Justin Niemand, also a nice big boy. Glad that he's come to the party again. They have some numbers on the outside. Good hands from the prop. Unfortunately, the pass goes behind the danger man.
Well, that's a proper old school prop pass. That one is, you know, the speed's a bit too quick for him, just passing it miles behind him.
Yeah, and he's probably only going to see that gap tomorrow afternoon.
Well, you know, Brandwag, you know, at the moment just not stepping up to the party. St. Stithian's doing all their basics right, and Brandwag just making a few too many mistakes, especially at crucial times, as we see it put onto the boot there by Dion Fourie.
Swart collects it, darts his way through a couple of tackles, makes, oh, big hit. Luckily, put him down safe. Well done, young man. That can so easily go the wrong way. Hats off for that.
Yeah, great hit, however, there from Zua, the big number 5, nearly tipping him over, but controlled in the tackle, which was good to see. We don't want to see any injuries or cards during this game.
And unfortunately, since Stithian's coming through the ruck there, you're not allowed to take the 9 away. You're allowed to counter ruck, but once you get to the 9, you cannot take him away, which is sometimes a difficult one to call, because what if your prop is on the scrum of position and all of a sudden you can't take him away? So it's very difficult for the young men to judge that.
No, definitely. As we see the massive hit there from Zua, the referee adjudicating to be playing the halfback. As you say, very difficult sometimes to adjudicate who the halfback is in that situation. It could be any one of the 15 players, as we see Brandwag gaining a good 20-30 meters on the penalty here. I wonder what they're going to be looking to do. We see the number 2 from Brandwag, Sali, joining in the line out here. Maybe they'll be looking to get it to him as they knock it forward. Little double knock on.
Unfortunately, man, that was a very important time for Brandwag in that half, just before the whistle went now. They would love to score a try. They're just going to halftime 24-14, feeling confident. They just scored a try, and now it's a long way in the second half for them to go.
Well, some hard words will be had here from the Brandwag coach. You know, he'll be telling the boys that they need to wake up. 24-7 rather. Game still not over at this stage. There's 30 minutes of hard schoolboy rugby to be played here. Brandwag cannot give up. St. Stithians cannot take their foot off the gas. We've still got a heck of a game on our hands here, as we're going to take a slight break just to the ad breaks, but we'll be back in a few minutes for this game, Brandwag versus St. Stithians College.
Dear Mr. De Kok. Dear Mr. Rabada. What's up, Mr. Amla? With all due respect, your days are numbered. Your time is running out. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. Boy. Time's up. Sure, you could. But I can be better. You just don't know it yet. Wake up. You better watch out. Don't be fooled by my age. Or my size. Or my puppy fat. Oh, where I'm from. Now, you can set the record crazy records. I will show the world what can be achieved. This might be difficult for you to accept, but I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I am coming for you.
Yeah, Manny, like I said, since Stithians, unfortunately, they look a bit better rounded team then Brandwag, they're very disciplined. They know what they're doing. Their exits are working. They have good chase lines. And like we had a conversation now, it just feels like Brandwag is kicking the ball away when they're under pressure. They don't really know what to do. They don't have a plan B. So at the moment, we're going to have to see a massive effort from Brandwag here to come back into this match.
Well, interact with us. Our hashtag is SSL Rugby at School Sports Live on Twitter. The conversation at halftime was just, the difference in kicking approach here from St. Stithians and Brandwag. St. Stithians kicking the ball when they see opportunity to score, when they see opportunity to go forward, and Brandwag just kicking the ball away when they feel a little bit under pressure. So two different tactics when it comes to using the boot here today.
Definitely, and you'll see Brandwag will be playing with a slight little breeze behind their back if they're going to utilize it. Unfortunately, 24/7 down, you're going to have to play some smart rugby, yes, but you can't give the ball to St. the whole time because they're going to be forced to run it back. And unfortunately, if you don't have the ball, you can't score a lot of tries.
Well, something I've enjoyed, you can engage with us on Twitter, as I said, SSL Rugby. Saturday, I could not make my way down to PE, but you can bet I was glued to my laptop screen on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can catch schoolboy rugby around the country live. Fantastic platform for the up-and-coming stars. Beyond there have to be a few Springboks playing in this one game alone, can't there?
There has to be, and I've been really impressed with the 10 from Stithian is making good decisions, and then the big ball carrier Golding, and then the try machine Chatiswe. He's been really good, and I know that he's been watched for the Lions teams as well, so it's a good little player to have for the future. Unfortunately, he's not little, just young.
I'm going to put you in the hot seat here. You are the Brandwag head coach. What are the words to the boys at halftime to try get them within touching distance of the St. Stithian score?
I would just tell them we unfortunately have to be more direct, and we have to keep the ball in hand. We have to apply some variation in the way we attack. Unfortunately, what Brandwag's doing at the moment, their forwards takes it up one time to the left, and then they just stop working and they go back to the middle of the field, and that's the easiest way to defend. You're going to have to go all the way to the sideline like Saint's been doing. They've been taking the ball wide, they're putting the forwards up, and then they create the space on the outside again. Where Brandwag basically just they're taking up in the middle and they just change direction, taking up the middle, change direction. It's just too easy to read, and they have a bit of bravery and a bit of brains that is going to get them through this match.
Well, the two words I really enjoyed there were variety and brains, and that's exactly what Brandwag are going to need here as they carry on with their kicking tactic nice and high, putting St. Stithians under pressure. But a fantastic take there from Christopher Enslin to get it up to the cricket pitch here.
Nice little box kick over there. The try score for Brandwag. Good pass. A good pick up from Swat. Got past one defender. Kick down the line. Dion Fourie always there. Let's see what he can do. Got himself in a little bit of trouble. The counter rock was definitely on, unfortunately. Yes, falling over their feet. And the penalty Brandwag. Yes, Manny, that is exactly what Brandwag wanted now. Now they're back into it. They've already got the advantage for not 10 meters. And they will need to score early in the second half. And that was probably the words of their coach, Christian.
Well, I think the words of their coach will still be ringing in their ears as they look to have come out here with some kind of new energy. I'm not sure what was in their energy, but they've come out here in their Powerade rather, but they've come out here with a lot of energy, looking to take the attack to St. Stithians, as you said at half time.
They will have to, and the thing is that another key is just patience. Penalty again, slow down, put it in the corner, back your line out and get over. Again, they do a little quick tap. Maybe this, and over he goes. That is number 7 is that Jano Ferreira.
Well, this is really good to watch. They've come out here with some serious energy of Brandwag. I mean, St. Stithians catching the ball on kickoff, taking it into contact, turnover from Brandwag. They've carried the ball through the phases from their halfway line to go over there. It's Zuki Sali. He goes over the big ball carrier. And we saw traces of him in the first half. He carried the ball really nicely. He broke initial tackles. As we see the replay over here, I think he's the one on the hit, and he's looking to take on all the St. Stithians defenders.
Very, very strong in contact there, and he's, like we said a couple of times, his name keeps popping up. He's a good player, he's a hard worker and a phenomenal ball carrier. Brandwag will try and get the ball in his hand as much as possible to start just getting that front foot ball and start building off that.
Well, as we see, I think it's Darno Swart here, if they haven't changed kickers. You know, we saw glimpses of it a little bit in the first half as we saw Sali making his way into the back line. You know, they had short line-outs on defence, you know, just keeping him in the back line. I think they want to get this big ball carrier as we see the strike here from Swart. Makes it over. Fantastic kick from the line. They're going to look to use Sali as much as possible. He really is strong. He breaks initial tackles, and it will be good to see him gaining a little bit of advantage as we get the score up here to 14-24. Brandwag back in touching distance.
Yeah, man, I think a great start from Brandwag in the second half, exactly what the doctor ordered. And again, the Stithians doing free, going deep, very disciplined in the way how they approach the match, but a great left boot there. Great work from Golding, phenomenal. That was actually a great kick, but he got them out of trouble. Good decision not just to crash it up. Great work there. Great support play from Stithians on the outside again. Plain and simple, and we have unfortunately an intercept from Octavian Miller. But now the gamble is on again. Left boot. You have the captain from Brandwag, Matola chasing down. The ball just might fall right. Great cover defense from Dion Fourie. Like I said, Dion Fourie has been everywhere, but a great little set of play from counter-attacking play from Brandwag. And you can just sense that they believe, that they think they can climb their way back into this match quite quickly.
No, it's really good here as we see the forwards carrying the ball. St. Stithians would have probably enjoyed to have the back line in there a little bit more, but a fantastic little steal there from Octavian Miller. Then he starts to look to make the counter attack, and look at how much ground they've gained. They've gone 22-22. Fantastic. The surge of energy from their Powerade bottles has really got them going, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice rugby to see. And now again, Brandwag will have to make sure they win their lineouts here. They're going for the maul. Good carry. Oh, there he goes through, looking for the support. Unfortunately, backwards, the ref says knock on.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, not backwards enough as adjudicated by the referee, but I'm enjoying this energy. St. Stithians cannot take their foot off the gas now because Brandwag look like a new side here in the second half.
Yeah, man, it just that was a great example where they were dominating the contact there. They got beyond the advantage line. The offload should have just never been thrown out there. Set up the phases. You're inside the 22 of St. Stithians. Give yourself 3 minutes, you will score, and then all of a sudden 24-21. But now it's the Stithians' ball, and they will want to exit here.
Well, I mean, that's the sign of a good coach, isn't it? You know, he's watched St. Stithians, he's analysed St. Stithians, he knows how to get his boys going. As we see St. Stithians, Dion Fourie making a mistake, just missing touch, and Swart will look to make him pay, but unfortunately the pass and the gather just not good enough. Mistakes at critical times once again here for Brandwag.
Definitely, man. I think Darno Swart was just a bit lackluster there. It was too calm, no intensity. Even though it was just a 1 meter pass, he had to stick it, he had to pass accurate. He had a player coming around to him into the space, and unfortunately that opportunity goes begging.
Well, opportunity begging, that's exactly the word. I think a good phrase would be opportunities begging, and that's, you know, that's been the order of the day here for Brandwag. They just haven't put the nail in the coffin. They've created, you know, but the execution just hasn't been good enough today.
To the left-hand side, great hands, plain and simple. I've been really impressed with this. Just the way how Stithians just simplify a rugby match with just draw and pass. Unfortunately, hands in the ruck there. Advantage to Stithians. Up goes the penalty. Hands. See, this for me is there's no reason why Stithians has to start stressing now. Calm down, put it down in the corner, and just keep on letting the scoreboard just tick over.
Well, Brandwag just doing the right thing, not allowing Mabetua on the left wing there just to accelerate, get those knees pumping. As we see Dion Fourie. Wow, well that is some thinking rugby there. Fantastic from Octavian Miller.
And again, the counter opportunity is there. Normal, simple hands. That's just exactly what I said over here, man. You have the forwards from the Stithians running straight and making a 5 meter pass without a problem. Brandwag is just struggling with the basics. And like you said, opportunities going begging here.
Well, you know, we have an absolute stroke of genius there from Octavian Miller. I mean, Dion Fourie's done really well from the angle he was at to get that much boot on the ball. But we see a little jumping flick there from Octavian Miller, who then rejoins the line and gets an attack going for Brandwag. And Brandwag passing the ball into the stands. It's just not good enough at this level.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you. There's nothing much asked from a hooker just to make a 4 or 5 meter pass, put his speedster away, his captain, to go and score a 100 meter try, and unfortunately that didn't work out for them, and that immediately allows the Stithians to be back on attack. As you see, that must be JP Blom on 9 now for the Stithians, with Ryan Howell going off. Again, Chiwe, great pass, great click. Unfortunately, that's a small little offload. It wasn't necessary to do it. The guy was already over him cleaning, and they give the ball right back to Brandwag.
Well, you mentioned that the St. Stithians forwards, they can put together a few 3 to 4 meter passes, but the Brandwag backline can't. I mean, one of the jobs of the Brandwag backline is to defend wide spaces and to get some expansive attack on, and they cannot do it. As we see the set play again, I wonder how St. Stithians are going to react now. I wonder which way the number 8, De Wet Alberts, is going to go, where Octavian Muller is going to go, and they lose the ball.
Tight set. There's a massive opportunity here. Draw and pass, plain and simple. He'll get it. He'll get in the corner. Great try and classic turnover ball, 2 pass in the corner. Unfortunately, that for Brandwag is just something that just couldn't afford in the climax of the match right now.
Well, we see there it's Joshua Nochnagel, with the number 12 jersey. We're going to have a little look at the replay. Brandwag ball, Miller couldn't quite get it under, and fantastic decision making, a little offload by the brace scorer. It's the number 13 Chitizwe. He offloads it to Nochnagel over, but Brandwag have to be asking themselves, boys, we had the scrum, we have now got 5 points conceded against us. How has this happened? How are we going to stop it going forward?
Yeah, unfortunately, Manny, that is something they just couldn't afford. And again, I just want to go back to how Stithians boys are just simplifying rugby, passing before contact, letting the ball do the work, and just finishing off a great turnover try.
Well, definitely, we see Deon Fareed lining it up from the touchline. He's absolutely banged this. Unfortunately, well, in soccer that's a pretty good kick. He's hit the top upright there, but in rugby, unfortunately doesn't get it through. But it's fantastic basics. They saw the turnover, they completed their passes. The big number 12 Nochnagel went over the whitewash, and they're doing their basics right. Whereas Brandwag get the opportunity and throw the ball away.
Definitely, man. You can just see the body language here. The Brandwag boys slow to get to the halfway line. It says a lot about how they're going to approach the next 5 minutes, but whether they'll have to just up the ante and just try and disrupt the rhythm of this Stithians team as much as possible. Nice and deep kickoff there from Dion Swart. Stithian gathers and they take it up. Looking at, they'll probably put up 1 or 2 pods or pass back to Deon Fareed and just get away from the danger area. Box kick there from JP Bloom. Unfortunately, no distance, straight up, and they give the ball back to Brandwag in their half. Not what the Stithians wanted right now. Another opportunity for quick hands there. Trite finally gets the offload. Now's the time just to get the ball. Penalty coming around the ruck into the side, and then Brandwag will have to go to the corner here, and hopefully they can start getting line out maul with Sali at the back of that maul and crash over.
Wow, good opportunity here for Dono Swart to kick it nice and deep, as close as possible to the St. Stithians try line, and they'll be looking to get some points back. 14-29 as opposed to 21-29, different ball game, and they'll be looking to score a try. Absolutely effective immediately, won't they?
And definitely, man, if they can score here and convert it, it's totally against the play. But I mean, all of a sudden you're just eight points off, and then you can start believing again. So you can see Brandwag going up, and then just not to take more. They have Sali coming off 10. Makira going. Great footwork. Great Sali again. Exactly what you said. That is your danger, man. You want to get the ball to him. But a lot of credit must go to Tyron McCree. Dancing feet, getting through the defensive line from the Stithians, and absolutely at this schoolboy level, a great try for a fly.
Well, a few points that we've spoken about here. I just want to start off with the fact that Tyron McCree, he showed us a little bit of his dancing feet early in the game. He then decided to go to the kicking game. It didn't quite go well. He's gone back to his dancing feet. We'll have a look at the replay here. We see good ball out here from the number 9, Octavio Miller. We see dancing feet McCree. And just watch the offload. These are the basics, the complete passes that you need to that big run. He doesn't need to take any tackles. Solly goes over for a swan dive afterwards.
Great try. Immediately, Manny, like we said, 29-28. All of a sudden, they're back into this match, and it's a different ball game.
Well, here we go. 8 points. It's more than a converted try, but Brandwag actually looking like they're dominating the second half, aren't they here?
Definitely, they've really just a little turnover try from the scrum, but otherwise they've been doing all the playing. And Sali again, great little handoff there from Sali. It's a great player for Brandwag here. Definitely the main ball carrier, and as you can see, Brandwag again lining up in the middle of the field. They'll have to start getting wider, high tackle, advantage to Brandwag. There's opportunity they can. Again, they've got space outside. McCree with a nice big pass. Swart with another skip pass, and unfortunately, yes, it was a skip pass, but you'd expect at first team level the boys to make that.
Well, it has to be better than it. We were just praising them for their completion passes when they're scoring tries. Thank goodness St. Stithian's made a high tackle. They've got a penalty advantage, but they have to unleash their captain. They have to complete those tries. They've got to complete those passes. And at the moment, even though they look like the more dominant side in the second half, still not getting their basics right. And it could be completely different ball game if they just completed their basics.
Yes, exactly, and I think it must be so frustrating for your captain being out on the wing. You can see him coming in a bit there, telling the guys what to do, but very frustrating if you're outside and you can't really get the ball in your hand and get some yards for your team. As you see, the number 8 here for Brandwag doing the throwing in. Easy front ball, unfortunately pulling down again a penalty, and you can just slowly feeling that the momentum is shifting towards Brandwag's side here.
No, definitely, and it definitely is. It's vitally important here that St. Stithians don't take their foot off the gas, which seems to be what they're doing. We haven't really, bar that turnover try, we haven't really seen any hectic attacks here from St. Stithians, and they're going to have to show that form that they showed in the first half if they want to get away with it. 8-point game. This game is still not over yet.
Definitely, I was just thinking, looking at the captain Golding, talking to the ref there. It's the first time I've mentioned his name in this second half, the past 15 minutes, and first half he was so prominent. That just shows you that St. Stithian is not really getting the ball.
Well, it's the Standard Bank Grey High School Festival in association with Powerade, supported by Algoa FM. It's been a fantastic day so far of rugby, and we haven't even got to what I would say are some of the massive games. We've got DHS Haasfontein, we've got Jeppy Selborne, and we've got the big one, Grey PE versus King Edwards, as we see the put in here from the number 8 De Wet Alberts.
Again, Chita at the back of the driving maul. He gives it to Octavian Miller. McCree again short to Sali from the line out. Great carry, getting Brandwag over the advantage line, and now McCree will have to start creating stuff on the outside for him. Short little pass, a loop, easy, great, again another pass. It's just lacklusting. Captain, great feet work. Offload, unfortunately they went to the forward. Oh, would have been beautiful.
Yeah, I wonder if the back of Soli's shirt isn't missing a one there, because he really is playing fantastically at second receiver. Every time he gets the ball, he looks to gain ground, he looks to make something happen, linking up nicely here with Tyron McCree. I must say, McCree looking like the pivot of all Brandwag's attack, but just once again, not completing passes, not completing takes. It's just not good enough at this level, especially if you want to beat a good side like St. Stithians.
No, definitely, man. And the old saying that a pass can either make you a second faster or 2 seconds slower. And unfortunately, the pass is just going behind the Brandwag players' backs the whole time. They have to turn around, and they just lose that competitive edge on attack. As you see, a reset in scrums here. Great weather. Bees just really putting out the best weather for this festival. It's last day, and guaranteed that the crowd starts coming in, and it's going to be a jam-packed house later on this afternoon, especially that Selborne and Jeppy's game. What a build-up for the main game. Lock on, turnover ball. Let's see what Brandwag can come up here with here. A lot of space on the outside the ball. They had to start moving. And unfortunately, they decided to go left again, where St. Stithian's forwards just scrummed. But Sali gets around the first defender. Great ball carry again. This player is really standing out for Brandwag here.
He has. He's been unbelievable. We see ball out here from Miller. Miller feeds it to Fasheer. Fasheer gaining a little bit of ground. They managed to hold on to the ball. It's Miller. Miller to McCree. McCree out to number 13, Niemand. And they're looking like they want to spread the ball a little bit here to Brandwag.
So Tizwe again with a great spot tackle, winning the turnover. That was phenomenal defense, and that is ultimately, if you take the 13th back to Jock Fourie, there's a real talent to see when you have to make a ball and all tackle. They were in big trouble there, but he just got off the line, smashed Don Swart again, and great defensive effort there from Stithian number 13 to Tizwe.
Well, very frustrating to see from the Brandwag coach. Every time they look to really get some kind of momentum, string together one or two passes, they either drop it or pass it forward or kick the ball away. They'll want a bit of momentum, a bit of go forward momentum, won't they?
Very important, especially only 8 points again. Dion Fourie will look, let's put this nice and deep, chase hard, ask Brandwag to exit again. Brandwag, knowing the type of rugby that they play, they're going to take them on. Swart, unfortunately, looks maybe overcooked. I thought he was outside his 22 there.
Yeah, I thought that was taken back there, but the referee obviously doesn't quite think it was initially. It was a no.
Had a short discussion.
Making a decision. Well, the referee is right at the end of the day. It looked like it was taken back. The St. Stithian's jumper just taking his eye off the ball a little bit, and then a bit of a cynical tap down there. But the game's allowed to carry on here. Brandwag looking to make these mistakes count.
Yeah, like I say, man, this is really going to help Brandwag. The way the match is going now, knock-ons, scrappy. So Stithian's very, very good in the structure in the first half. Did exactly what the coach coached them. And now, at all the moment, Brandwag's is slowly getting the way with the ball. And you can see Stithian's communicating a lot on defense, a little bit stressing here. No need to stress just yet. Good defense from Stithian's, keeping nice. Contesting and breakdown, fanning out. Good defensive spacing from Stithians and good straight running from Brandwag. Again, the Brandwag just had to start putting up the phases, not kick the ball away and back their hands. McCreary again. Was that against the face? Yes. The ref said play on.
Well, we've got a man down here. It's David Alberts. He's been pivotal, but he's back up. He says to first aid, we don't need any assistance. And whilst he's down, his teammates decide to give the ball right back to St. Stithians here.
From the boot, no knock on there. Yes, Manny, that was not very clever play from Brandwag fullback there. They were actually gaining yards and they had the ball in hand. Again, Golding finally comes to the party in the second half with a great carry. He's done all his resting out. Now he's ready for the second half. So Stithian slowly, that ball looked ripped. No knock on, Stithian's play on. Numbers on the outside. Great carry again from Tizwe. Real danger player. Superb cleaning. And they're looking at changing direction over here.
Well, Chitizwe is definitely one to look at. Every time he's got the ball, he's managed, to get into contact and offload. As we see, fantastic work out on the right-hand side there. It's that man from St. Stithians. It's the right winger, making his way over the whitewash on the right-hand side. Fantastic score. And it all started from that man, Chitizwe, the brace scorer, just taking it into contact. It's that man, Matabua. And just finding somebody on the tackle to offload to as we have a look at the highlights.
Yes, man, if you just look at this, normal hands, running straight, nothing fancy. I'm so impressed, and there's not a lot of kids these days that's willing to do the basics and just play simple rugby. When they have all these guys on TV doing all these wonderful offloads, unfortunately they think that's the way you have to play, but Stithians really simplifying the word rugby over here.
Yeah, Mabetua just taking it over the whitewash there. Fantastic work from the speedster. Brandwag have done really well not to allow the St. Stithians wingers any real room. But it's all about that midfield in Fourie, Tizwa and Nochnachel, who have created real opportunities for their speedsters to go over in tight, closed corners. As we see Dion Fourie with another difficult kick, and this has been testament to the Brandwag defence. They have tried really hard to make sure St. Stithians are scoring all their tries as close to the touchline as possible.
Unfortunately, especially that one to the side. Conversion not good. 34-21 to St. Stithians with about 8.5 minutes left. You can't throw Brandwag away yet, but man, I just have the feeling that yes, St. Stithians not playing a lot of rugby, but when they get the opportunity, they take it. Where Brandwag have multiple opportunities and they just can't use it.
Well, you know, for Brandwag to win this game, it would mean a fantastic take there from the captain, and as we can see, what he clearly can do is Fergus Matoloa. You know, I'm not sure why they haven't given him the ball a little bit more often, but I see there's a turnover there. Fantastic work from St. Stithians.
Brilliant on the ground, counter-rucking, making life difficult for Brandwag over there. The coach cannot be happy. JP Bloom with a massive box kick. Good chase there from Notnagel. Octavian Miller there again. He's been really impressive as well. Jon Swart should have passed. Unfortunately, they still have the ball. Looks like St. Stithians all over that. No, Brandwag has managed to secure it, and now they have to start building up again. Ritter gives it to Sali. Another carry backwards. Unfortunately, he just read that like a book. Support play is brilliant. Will Brandwag stop this attack from from St. Stithians? Unfortunately not. The number 15 just outgassing the number 12 Morne referee, and he goes over. Like I said, Manny, from turnover ball, St. Stithians haven't had a lot of ball, but when they get this little sniff and opportunity, they go over and they go and score.
Well, I mean, Brandwag haven't even got given me the opportunity to say what I wanted, but you know, for Brandwag to win this game, they would need to hold on to the ball for 9 straight minutes. As we just have a little gander at the replay here, you know, the turnover just not good enough, but fantastic work here. It's that man, the number 15, Simon Weber. He's got the legs, clean pair of heels, desperate tackle, and he's over. But you know, Brandwag, every time they get the ball, they just turn it over, and we've seen moments of brilliance from Brandwag. They're not a bad side. They've got some really good players, but execution, and unfortunately they haven't executed.
I 100% agree with you, Manny. It's just not good enough, and like you said, they've just had opportunities, and we're probably looking at St. Stithians with a success rate of 85%. When they get an opportunity, they do score, and just by simplifying normal hands and just support running. And we see Fourie puts it over, takes the score to, if I'm correct, 41-21, and unfortunately I think it's too late for Brandwag now.
Well, we were talking about it not being too late about 10 seconds ago. Brandwag in that time managed to give the ball straight to St. Stithians. St. Stithians, like you said, Bianca, every time they touch the ball, you know, they look at the try line and say, we're coming for you. You know, they don't throw the ball away. Their decision making is good, and their execution is unbelievable.
Definitely. No, I've been really impressed. There we have Golding again, start carrying the ball. I've been really impressed. Unfortunately, little knock on there from St. Stithians, going over the ruck too much. Brandwag with another opportunity. Will they produce the goods?
Well, you know, I'm no betting man, but yeah, I just can't. The numbers game isn't with Brandwag. You know, the coach would have had stern words with them at half time. They came out in the first 10 minutes, all guns blazing, look to dominate St. Stithians. We see ball out here to McCree out to the number 12, little wraparound. Fantastic work. The captain joins the line. Let's see what they can do out wide. It's the speedster.
Man. Keep the ball now, secure it. Unfortunately, off the foot. McCree gives it to Octavian Miller. Big carry from Brandwag, number 8, getting over the advantage line. That was good attack from Brandwag. Now they just need to be patient and set up the phases.
Yeah, some good running here. They're keeping ball in hand nicely. As long as that man McCree is anywhere around it, they've got every opportunity in the world. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing here. They're keeping ball in hand. They changed it out to the right-hand side, bashing it nice and close, giving their forwards every opportunity in the world to get to the breakdown in time.
Again, they can see they're just changing direction. A bad pass luckily went backward, but St. Stithians turn it around. Will they kick it or will they play? Right, there's a big box kick there from JP Bloom. We can see St. Stithians chasing down this ball. We have Evenaar collecting the space on the outside. Good pass. Can we again just normal joint pass?
Oh.
Captain. Looks like they did use that opportunity from the turnover.
Well, I must say, like I said, you know, I'm not exactly a betting man, but that is the kind of quality that Brandwag do have. If they can connect 1 or 2 passes. They did, however, lose the ball within that play from the time we started speaking about it. It's that man, Jaqueen Jaffa. You know, fantastic rugby here. Let's just have a look here. We thought it was the wrong decision initially here from Dono Swart. He goes outside inside, looks to put it on the boot, but look at the speed of this man. Fantastic work on the wing.
Great try. And again, what you had, the right twin combining on the left-hand side of the field. Freddie Effenaar getting past the one defender, doing the 2-on-1 pass, and then a little grabber. Yes, I also thought that was the wrong decision to make that little grabber, but a great chase can make an average kick look very good.
Oh, fantastic. You know, and that's what they can do. If you take away 2 tries from St. Stithians, you know, 2 tries which I'm saying were basically handed to them by Brandwag. You know, I think that makes the score 28-27 in Brandwag's favour. So, you know, at this level we talk about there never being an easy game, and that's simply because you cannot give sides a sniff. If you're the better side and your execution is just not good enough, as we see St. Stithians employing the long one, and we see some fantastic work here from Brandwag collecting and running back at them, but you cannot be making mistakes in games like this.
Yes, Brandwag will have again Sali looking for the support play from Miller. Octavian Miller getting tackled there, still keeping the ball there. Sali identifying that there's no scrum off, will take it up again. He gets over the advantage line again. He's have a massive game today. Well, Brandwag will have to start just running everything, and they are running out of time. 2 minutes left. Well, was that the right decision? It's a great kick, but in the context of the match, I think they should have rather just played it.
Oh, definitely. You know, I'm trying to find some kind of game plan here. I'm struggling a little bit to find any sort of game plan here from Brandwag. You know, at the moment they just look like they're playing, you know, they're passing when they can, they're kicking when they can. There's no real game plan. And beyond as that time of the game, I'm going to put you under a little bit of pressure. Let's have a little chat about men of the match here.
Manny, from our side, I think Tyron Golding, as we see again, that number 13, obviously, unfortunately, great. Octavian Miller just gets him. Great offload to the previous Weber, to the try scorer, and then Stithians showing a lot of pressure. Quite surprised they didn't choose to kick there again. Big carry from the Stithians number 5, Zazua. Penalty offside, and I think Stithians is going to go to the touch here. They're going to go in for the kill. They're not going to take the 3 points, or that's what I would have done. Coming back to the man of the match, Manny, I think Golding from Stithians has been amazing. Zuko Sali from Brandwag, the hooker, has been tremendous for their side. Scored 2 tries, ball carriers out of this world, but not just because he scored a brace, but defensively, and he also created 2 other tries. Man of the match, in my opinion, must be number 13 for Stithians, Chatizwe.
No, definitely Monashe Chatizwe. He's been fantastic. The big number 13. He started the game off like a house on fire, getting 5 points for St. Stithians. He's nearly put the nail right on the coffin there with a fantastic 50-meter run. Unfortunately, that man, you know, that number 9, Octavian Miller, he's been fantastic. He's been unbelievable for Brandwag, but unfortunately, his teammates not coming to the fore. If anything, I would be looking at Octavian Miller, maybe even Tyron McCree, Zuki Sali from the Brandwag side, but unfortunately, they have not guided their team to victory. So you've got to be looking at, like you said, somebody like Tyron Golding, and of course that man, Monashe Chatizwe. He's been fantastic today, hasn't he?
No, really, he's been fantastic. And not just, yes, he has finished off some simple tries, but he also created some brilliant tries. And defensively, his presence, you can look at him as having a massive smile on the field there, just enjoying it, getting out here on the park and taking a run with his mates.
Well, you spoke about him on defence. He's been fantastic. Nothing has come through that number 13 channel. St. Stithians will be looking to absolutely bury this game. You know, they'll be looking for a nice little flight home here. 35 seconds to go in the half, and you know, it's been a great display here from St. Stithians, and Brandwag's just not coming to the party.
Unfortunately not. They had a couple of sniffs, but like you said, Manny, they had the opportunities, they just didn't take it. And St. Stithians on the other hand had less opportunities, and they did take it. So as we see, the last little scrum awarded to Brandwag. Nothing in this match, but Brandwag will try and maybe get over the white line just to get some respect back into the score.
Well, it's the final little bit of play here. You know, we've seen some moments of brilliance. We've seen some awful moments from Brandwag. Can they, in the last play of the game, can they seal it out? I'm banking on an Effenaar try. We've got McCreed, who's been creating absolutely everything. Effenaar will be waiting on that right wing. Can they get it to him though?
Set up the phase out wide. Unfortunately, they'll have to play back in the middle to the forwards. Octavian Miller gives the ball to the 6th flank, and again a big carry there from Brandwag. But you can just sense that Stithian is just holding out the defensive line, not really committing at the ruck. Just making sure they have more numbers on the fence. And there's just a couple of big tackle, big collision there in the middle field. The two big heavies. Enjoying that. Octavian Miller again, giving to McCree. Forward pass to Sali, the danger man. They wanted to give it to him, and unfortunately, playing the advantage, and there will go the whistle.
Well, I think the ending of that game is the story of Brandwag's day today. A little American football pass forward to the big man, Sali. He's really tried his absolute hardest here today and just not going for him. The final score here at Grey PE, it's been a fantastic festival so far, you know, and the games are just getting better. Final score here, 28-44 to St. Stithians.
Yeah, yes, man. Unfortunately, that just summed up the whole match for Brandwag. But a lot of quality rugby coming here at the Standard Bank Grey High Rugby Festival in association with Powerade and supported by Go FM. For all the listeners out there, stay tuned. The quality of the rugby is just going to get better all the way to the main game.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure commentating with you on this fantastic game. We've seen the ups, we've seen the downs. We will be signing off from myself, Manny Sakhale.
And Björn van Heeren.
It's been a fantastic day out. Stay tuned.